What's happening, everybody? I'm Simomolo live out of Studio 236. It's a Friday evening. Hope you guys have had a marvelous week. Well, I am here with a young lady from Sicklerville, New Jersey, who heard about my broadcast training class. And we're here to spotlight her to talk about her life and career as a young lady who is very passionate as a young lady growing up. To go into the field of broadcasting. And not only that, guess what? She has her own business. Her mother is truly supporting her as well. And we say good evening to her that's here in the studio. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell everybody your wonderful name.
Tahja Norman.
Tahja Norman. What does Tahja stand for, I wonder?
It stands for ambition.
Really? I like
Yes.
that. So you're an ambitious young lady.
Yes.
So as I was just telling everybody, you're from Sicklerville.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about your upbringing as a young lady, where you went to high school, and what was it like growing up as a young African-American young lady in school?
Well, I grew up in a two-parent household, so I had a pretty good life. My parents, they were always supportive of what I wanted to do. And I attended Woodsville Township High School.
Sounds like a good school.
Yeah.
Did you play any sports?
Yes.
What did you do?
Ooh, what didn't I do? I did color guard. I played basketball. I ran track and field. I did a little bit of everything.
Wow, that's
Yes.
good. So you finished high school there, and you went right into college.
Yes.
So when did you graduate?
I graduated June of last year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Recent graduate that's making a difference already. And you decided that you wanted to go to this college where you are now.
Yes.
Tell us the name.
Camden County College.
Right. Which is a good way to start out, because a lot of times people get thrown into a 4-year college and they find out that they're not doing very well because they're with so many people. And not only that, the expenses are very, very high. So going to a community college is really good, so you can get a feel and sense like, this is what I really want to do, and then go ahead and pursue from the 2-year college to a 4-year institution.
Yes.
Now, while you were in high school, I believe you were thinking about your career,
Yes.
and you decided that you wanted to go into broadcasting,
Yes.
which I commend you, girl.
Thank
I
you.
commend you. I've been there and done it for many, many years.
Okay.
And you would not be sitting here for this interview if this is not something that you were not interested in.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
particularly for to be trained down the road by me
Yes.
to add a little spark to what she already has. So can you tell everybody that's watching and listening why you decided as a young lady, out of all the careers that's out there, to go into broadcasting?
Well, broadcasting, I originally wasn't going to go with that at first. I wanted to be a lawyer when I was in my sophomore year of high school, but then I changed my mind around, say, my junior, senior year. I got really interested in, watching the news, and I was thinking, that's something that I would really be good in.
It's something that you saw yourself in.
Yes.
That you can report the news, you can anchor the news, and things of that nature.
Yes.
So when you decided that this is what you wanted to do, what was the next step you decided to do?
Honestly, I wasn't too sure. I just figured, go to college and then see what goes from there and see what networks and connections that I make.
Right. So this is your first year?
First year
at the college?
No, second.
Second already?
Yes.
Wow, time flies.
Yeah.
So are you taking courses in broadcasting?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I will be next semester.
Good.
Yes.
And she's going to get them all, believe me when I tell you. Especially at the community college, you're going to learn some interesting things about the subject. So your ultimate goal is to finish the community college and then transfer over to another university or college and get your bachelor's degree.
Yes.
And then you would like to end up working in the television field.
Correct.
Or broadcast radio as well. You can learn both aspects, really.
Yes.
Okay. So you really can see this path that God has given you the gift and talent to pursue this career.
Yes.
Tell us why. What is it about you that you think you can add a certain flavor or touch to what we do? Because you know this field is very competitive. But as a young African-American young lady who has a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
You have a bright future because you believe in yourself. What do you think that you could add, or what would you like to add?
I would like to add a different feel to the news. A lot of the anchors and reporters, they all do the same thing. They sound the same. I want to make, watching the news interesting. Like, that's Tahja on the news.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. So let's talk a little bit about, you were talking to me off the air, sharing how you had an experience at one of our local TV stations here, CBS 3.
Yes.
How did you get connected with that, and what was that experience like?
Well, I got connected through a professor that I had a few semesters ago, and the experience was amazing. Definitely unforgettable.
Tell everybody what you learned being in a professional TV station.
Well, I learned that you definitely have to work on your time management, and you have to speak articulately.
You fine?
And you know, what else? So much. You have to make air, not art. And
I like that. Make air, not art.
yes.
What did you learn from that? I like that saying. Make air, not art. What does that mean?
It means pretty much, just look good on air, do what you have to do as a reporter anchor and, just make it look artistically.
Yeah. Not saying that I didn't know. I wanted to see if she was going to tell me. That's great. So how long was that program that you attended?
It was for 1 day.
Just 1 day training? So they did an expedited training thing for you and learning more about the industry.
No, it wasn't really a training.
Okay.
It was just different, reporters and anchors telling us about their experience and, what they went through and everything.
So you believe that from listening to them that this is something that you really can fit yourself into?
Yes, it actually encouraged me.
Right. Now tell everybody, and look in that camera, how did you hear about Simone Malone and wanting to be a part of my broadcast training? Because I can promise you, and people who know me and who've been in my training class and my viewers and listeners, that if you learn under me, you're going to be way ahead of the game for what you're trying to do. So how did you hear about getting involved probably with my broadcast training class?
Well, I actually attended a class at the Winslow Family Success Center, and I had met Ramona Phillips. And
Hi, Ramona.
Hi. And she asked me what was I going to school for, and I told her communications. And she said, "Oh, I have somebody I could connect you to, Simone Malone." So that's my contact to him, and then here I am.
Exactly. So that's great. So, one of the things that I try to teach young people that are interested in this, because my degree is in mass communications, which covers radio and television. Not only are you going to learn about a little bit of television stuff, but I teach the ABCs of broadcasting, which will work across broad for what you're trying to do, because it's important that most people who started in broadcasting started in radio first before television.
Okay.
Most people just don't jump to TV. It happens at times, but in most cases they worked in radio first.
Okay.
And then they went on to television because they learned the techniques of being on the airwaves, whether it was music or news on radio.
Okay.
So that's good. So I'm excited about your career. I'm excited that you're in college, and I know you're getting all A's.
Yes.
In your subject matters. And so that's a good thing. And we're looking forward that, very soon that you will be in my training class.
Absolutely.
Now, you also consider to be talking with you, and you mentioned about this business you're in.
Yes.
So you are a young African-American developing entrepreneur.
Yes.
Tell everybody what this is that you have connected yourself to.
Well, I must say I am the proud owner of Forbidden Fruit Apparel.
Forbidden Fruit Apparel.
Yes.
Tell everybody, what does that mean? I'm not biting into a piece of fruit. Mm-hmm. Is that correct?
No.
Go ahead.
Forbidden Fruit Apparel, it doesn't really have a meaning behind it. It's just something that sounds catchy.
I like that.
Yeah.
So this is a clothing line?
Yes.
Okay, what type of clothes?
Casual.
Yeah. So why did you decide to do this as well?
Honestly, it's something that I've been wanting to do since I was 9. And so finally it came into the light, a decade later. So
can you tell us a little bit about these type of clothes? Is it for men and women or just females?
No, men and women.
Wow. So what is it like? Are they t-shirts, sweaters, pants? What is it?
I have hoodies, long sleeve shirts. I have, short sleeve, anything you could think of.
Right.
And anything I don't have now, it will be coming.
Wow. So this will be coming like the beginning of next year or the end of this year, developing to blossom?
No, next week.
Wow, that's soon.
Mm-hmm.
That's soon. Now, do you have a website yet?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell, is it okay if you want to share the website?
Yes, I don't have any apparel on it yet because, like I said, everything will be coming next week.
Okay.
So, they can check it out then.
Okay. Sounds good. So look in that camera and encourage other young people to follow their dreams, to follow what you're doing, because we want to turn on TV one day and see your face on there and hopefully hear your voice here on this radio station. So look in that camera as you would do and share to other people of the young people about following their dreams and their goals, that they can do it, and they can go to college and they can become young entrepreneurs. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, for anyone listening, I must say, do anything that you put your mind to. You can do it. You'll have people that'll try to discourage you and try to hold you back, but you have to definitely ignore all the negativity and just keep moving, because it's definitely worth it.
Good, good. What do you want to say in reference to how you have maintained the young womanhood that you have without allowing yourself to be distracted from, chaos and dating and just getting in so much stuff and partying? Because a lot of young people your age, they're always partying and hanging out and just doing a whole lot of different things. But what really kept you focused?
Honestly, my parents, they were kind of strict growing up, so I didn't even have any time to get involved in any of, the other nonsense. And definitely keeping a strong mind, that's important. That's the main key.
Good. So I want you to think real quick before we wrap things up. What are 3 words that you kind of live your life by at this moment?
I would say ambition, definitely, persistence, and priorities.
Good. Would you like to say hello to anybody special? Because I know you're quite loved. So of course, we thank Mom for being here in Studio 236.
Yeah, I want to say hi to my dad, my brothers, and all my friends.
Good. Well, we certainly wish you continued success. I'm looking forward to working with you whenever you're ready.
Likewise.
To be a part of my class of how to become an effective radio broadcaster, because each one we teach one.
Okay.
And I know that you have the capabilities of doing it. I can see it. I believe it. That good things are going to come your way as long as you continue to saturate yourself educationally, surround yourself with positive, decent people. You will be successful.
Okay?
Tell everybody your experience of visiting the studio.
Yes, I am here, and this was definitely an unforgettable experience. Right. I'm happy I came.
Good. Hope I didn't talk you to death.
No.
Especially earlier, before she came on, folks. But we had a great time. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for checking us out here live out of Studio 236. Definitely follow her on social media. Give your social media information out real quick. Go ahead.
It's Tahja Norman, Tahja Norman.
And you'll see that beautiful picture of her at Channel 3.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll tell you, she fits right in.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Remember, you're never alone with Simone Malone. Support her, encourage her, and look out to hear her voice right here at FMHDMSradio.net.